And I was scouring the depths of the internet when I got to this funky tweet from Grunts. It's so weird that gamers would hope that the game fails. That's so toxic. Also same people, Starship blew up again. And I guess there's some political unrest right now with Elon and whatnot because he was working for Trump and whatever. I don't care about that right now. How many times are we saying, you're not a true gamer if you want games to fail? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. This is just pure Stockholm syndrome at this point. These games have been getting worse and worse for 20 years. A bunch of them are ideologically driven to push an agenda. Games that were good now are just trash because they keep being simplified versions of the better game. Oh, look at that! They're gonna release a new remake! Surely it's gonna be lacking in content. Surely it's not gonna be censored. Surely it's gonna be better than the original. And I understand the concept that some people have of cutting your losses with video games. I truly understand it, because I'm somewhat in the same boat. Sure, is the game gonna be bad? So be it. Collapse. I don't care. But at some point, you need to understand that we're living in sheer insanity. How is it possible, nowadays, that AAAs are just bad games? How is it possible that you have companies like Square Enix, that the components of said company give us some of the best games in video game history? Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII. Pick any Dragon Quest that you like, for example. Dare I mention once again, Background Story. They were huge games. I only discovered this recently, but Background Story had a perfect score in Famitsu, of all things. Huge game. And nowadays, they're going to release a new game, and you know it's not gonna be good enough. You know it's gonna be worse. How is it possible that people keep talking about Final Fantasy 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and even 10? Which, I'm pretty sure 10 is more than 20 years old right now. And you don't really have people talking about 12, 13, 15, or even 16. And half the time, when they talk about 16, it's kind of political discourse, I feel, which is strange. You have more people talking about Final Fantasy VII, the original release, than the remake they are releasing nowadays. It's clear these games are not good. It's clear they are assuming they have a constant fanbase that will always play the games. So it's fine if they don't pander to them. And you know what? I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of games I liked becoming games I don't like. I do like complex games, because it's that complexity in video games that make them so appealing to me. If you can do just whatever in the game, press the A button and win, where's the fun in that? If the game's just going to auto-dodge or auto-parry, where's the fun in that? Yes, that's in reference to that old clip of Final Fantasy 16. And you will have people still batting for these strange companies. Oh, but it has Final Fantasy in the title. Of course it's a Final Fantasy game. Yes, but draw me the parallels between, let's say, Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, they have completely different mechanics. So that old meme we have in my friend group of, yeah, Final Fantasy was good up until 10. I don't know, I think I'm justified in thinking that, because I've tried 12 and I didn't like it. I was 40 hours in. The game was so extremely boring and I didn't care about the plot. I was close to finishing the game, but I got so extremely bored and so extremely annoyed that I refused to touch that game again. It is that bad. It is that bad, and I thought I would like 12 of all things. I don't want to touch anything else. And of course, sure, maybe some of these companies are extremely greedy, right? Of course they're trying to pander to a lot of people, so they're trying to make games for a lot of people. Well, I don't want games for a lot of people, I want games for me. Sure, I consider myself a Zelda game fan. I don't like Breath of the Wild. I don't like Tears of the Kingdom. And I never said they're bad games. But show me the parallels between Breath of the Wild and the old games. Where are the magic items? Where are the dungeons? They are nowhere to be seen. And I guess you still have passes because of the shrines. It's not for me, man. It's not for me. But people will like Far Cry Hyrule. Ah, it's the new game. It's so good. Look, such an expansive open world. Wow, do you have anything to do in it? Not really. Because that happens with a lot of games. It's this strange gaming singularity. You have, I was about to say the two genders, I guess it's three? Because if it's a multiplayer PvP, it's gonna be a battle royale. But if not, it's gonna be either babies first, hack and slash, or just an open world game. And even though I do believe some of these games can benefit from being open world, like Pokemon games, Scarlet and Violet was actually kind of boring at the end of the day because you didn't really have a lot of content. The content was exploring, but exploring was not fulfilling because there was nothing really to find. And at this point in time, I have to say, yes, I want the games to fail. Yes, I want companies to fail. They need to crash and burn. At least some of them. Because it's the only way for them to course correct into making good games again. And I'm not saying they have to release the best RPG ever. It's not gonna happen. People will always consider Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII, or Chrono Trigger as the best RPGs. And that's fair. But they have to give you something. And it's insane, especially insane, when you have some of these companies, like Sony, not even begging you, because I could understand the companies begging to you. No, they're not even begging you to buy the games. They're demanding you buy the games. So finally, they can fund new and exciting IPs. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not running a charity here. Are you out of your mind? Why would I buy a game that's gonna be on average $70 that I'm not going to like for the promise of perhaps at some point making a good game again? No, make the good game now. If you make the good game now, if it's good enough, I will buy it and I will play it. But you're not making good enough games. And of course, to steal scratching some money out of your pockets, they have to release these mere remakes and remasters. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this. How many more times are you going to release these games in a broken status? Sometimes with even less content than the original. Stop it. Stop it. And yes, at this point in time, I have to say, I'd rather have a game that I enjoy and I loved remain dead so it can remain good than being paraded as some sort of corpse or skin suit for I still don't know what reason. Because I do actually enjoy these APs, I do actually enjoy this hobby, but these people are making it so difficult for me to enjoy new games because they're really that bad. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. I shouldn't have to say this all the time, but I guess I have to.